Jinjiao. I think we're seeing an iPhone. The new one? First? Looks like it. Yeah, these guys are filming new iPhone versus S20 Note. Log? iPhone 12 versus S20?
S20 Ultra.
Oh. And then versus iPhone 12 Pro?
Oh, yeah, iPhone 12 Pro.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are like the first dudes to have the iPhone 12 out here, huh?
Zoom lên 10 à?
iPhone way better.
iPhone in the best.
Xảo. Come on, down yet. Yeah. All right, so what's it like to date a Vietnamese woman? And what's the day-to-day? Just how does it go to date a Vietnamese woman? Pretty cool that we just saw these two dudes. I don't know what their channel is, but they're the first ones that I've seen with the iPhone 12 Pro Max, whatever the highest end new iPhone phone is. They've got like 20 different names for them now, so it's very confusing. But yeah, let's get into how it is to date a Vietnamese woman. First thing, we're going to talk about all the pros first. Like, to be honest with you, they're pretty awesome. They're the most fierce, loyal women you will ever encounter, probably in your whole life. And then let me put a asterisk on this. I don't think women are that much different anywhere in the world. I think it's kind of ridiculous when somebody compares like different country women to women are women all over. I mean, there's little caveats that are different from each country, etc., but I don't want to be dissing women by saying that, like, you know, a Vietnamese woman is different or superior or otherwise towards an American woman or a Japanese woman or a Korean woman or a Thai woman or a Russian woman or a German woman. So yeah, that's the disclaimer for the channel, or for this video, for sure, 100%. Let's just say Viet women are very fierce. They're very loving. They take care of you. They worry about you. They have great text communication. And this is just from my Viet woman, so like, I can't generalize Viet women. You know, I did date one girl beforehand. We never went out. We just, you know, hung out a few times, more than a few times. But anyways, they're very fierce, they're very loyal, they're very loving, they're very compassionate. They want you to, Winnie wants me to carry everything, like old school, like, you know, good rules, like open door, you know, ask you how you're doing, ask you what you ate for lunch, how was your day. And I think this applies for most women around the world. Yeah, they can be a bit jealous at times, often wondering what you are doing during your day, where you're at. There's a lot of infidelity in Vietnam with men. Sometimes men even have second families. Yeah, they have multiple partners at one time. When married, these things happen here way more frequently than in America, or it's just out in the public more here. Again, I don't want to generalize. Wow, we're getting crazy wind. I don't want to generalize, but I want to provide real information of stuff I've dealt with. They're family orientated very heavily, much like in the Philippines, and even in America. Again, as you can see, I'm trying not to, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, very family orientated. They're always going to take care of and care about family first, from what I've experienced. Family is very important. They're going to make sure the family's right, everything's good with the family, and they'll do kind of whatever it takes to take care of the family, essentially. If someone has to step up to plate and do something that's needed, then they step up to plate and do it. This is the famous apartment restaurant building. There's good sushi up here. There's lots of good little restaurants. Granted, they're expensive. But yeah, they're gonna be very family orientated. You're essentially gonna take second seat or backseat to the family, even in marriage, from what I've known and talked to people, which isn't a bad thing in my opinion. Know you're going to be ingrained in their family, so if you're not a family person, it might not be that much for you. I'm sure that there's Vietnamese women that aren't family ingrained and family first type stuff. I'm just going off my experience and not trying to generalize in any kind of way. The wind is crazy right now, so I hope it's not interfering with the footage. But yeah, you never know. We got some high schoolers after school here. Maybe not high schoolers, just she has a name badge on. She looks a little older, but you never know. So, other things. Xin chào. Hello.
Ohio.
Ohio gozaimasu. Arigato. John, eh? They were very surprised I knew Japanese. They must be studying Japanese language as their second language. But it's not the time to say Ohio gozaimasu. We're at Konnichiwa still. We're moving into Konbanwa. So there's 3 different hellos in Japanese. There's Ohio gozaimasu for the morning, and it's usually just Ohio to your friends. Gozaimasu to older. Konnichiwa is good afternoon, and then Konbanwa is good evening. So they must just basic study it, yeah. But the one guy knew Ja Matane. Jane is see you, Ja Matane is see you soon or see you again. It's translated in many different ways. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Yeah, you know, they're a blast to hang out with. They also are your best friend. You know, Winnie's by far my best friend. We have a really good time together. We rarely fight. Only when it's that time of the month do we ever usually have any kind of issue whatsoever. So, xin chào, hello. Rarely do we ever have that any kind of issues. Only if I get stupid and go out drinking and come home late and my whereabouts aren't known does she get upset, which is fair, I guess, you know. But they definitely have a bat in the back of the head. They're worried about fidelity a lot, so you have to be cognitive of that. Cognizant. Gosh, I fuck that word up every time. I'm gonna have to look it up and repeat it in my head because I try to use it so much. Also, they can be a bit jealous. So, yeah. Just know that, and again, I'm not generalizing. All women can be jealous, you know. For the most part, they're a great package. Everything about it's really good. I have very minimal complaints. In fact, I almost never get mad at Win. If anything in the relationship, she gets mad at me for doing dumb shit. And yeah, I do dumb shit sometimes, like any man would. So 100% makes sense to get mad about that. So yeah. What else? Yeah, you're gonna be going to see the family like once a week at least, if they're a family person, and you're dating a Saigonese with a Saigon family. And I don't mind. For the most part, I like it. The only thing that sucks is like, xin chào, how are you? Peace. So like for the most part, yeah, I like her family. The only thing that sucks is if it's a day I don't want to drink, because I've been extremely cutting back on drinking and beer intake. They really push me to drink. Like next time I go over there, I'm gonna have to take vodka with me, like straight up, and just drink vodka, because they get like sad when I don't drink, and they get sad if I don't talk a lot, even though they have no idea what I'm saying. Ooh. I have not experienced what other men have. I don't pay for any of Winnie's stuff. She doesn't ask me to pay for anything. In fact, she supported me for a month or 2 on occasion when we first got together, actually. You know, I was supposed to be getting paid out of my IT company and clients weren't paying. Then COVID hit, so yeah, there's no like sugar thing going on. We pay things together. We handle bills together. We split the cost of things, or one pays and one doesn't sometimes. But for the most part, it's an equal relationship financial wise. If you're finding yourself meeting a Viet chick that wants you to pay for everything, in my opinion, that's a red flag. You should never pay for everything. I mean, this is just my opinions. Again, guys, if you want to pay for everything, like if you're a 50-year-old guy and you want some young 20-year-old chick, and she wants Gucci purses and cars and shit like that, and you have the means to do it, by all means, go ahead and do it. It's your life to live and your choice to make. Don't be an ageist, in my opinion. You know, if you're my age, date someone around your age, like I am. There's more things in common. There's more of an actual real relationship in there. I find it very tough to believe a 21-year-old girl or an 18-year-old girl wants to be with a 45 to 50, 60-year-old guy, just based off of like love and a relationship. I mean, sure, there's gonna be that occasional gem that doesn't mind, you know, that is more attracted to the mind than the body, and face. But you've got to be realistic with these things. For the most part, it's an absolute, I'd say 98% of the time, it's an absolute joy to date a Vietnamese woman. I recommend it. Yeah, I love Winnie with all my heart. She's by far the best chick I've ever met. We always have a fun time together. Like any relationship, there's going to be hiccups sometimes. There's going to be occasional fighting, but you know, for me, from my experience, it's resolved very quickly here. I don't let it stew or sit or boil over. I handle the situation immediately if there's some kind of problem, and we get over it immediately. For the most part. What else can I think of? Yeah, Winnie's not a big shopper. She's not asking me to take her to the mall and buy her a purse or anything like that. You know, I think the most expensive thing I bought her is a phone for her birthday. And that's just because she needed a new phone and I wanted to buy it for her. She didn't even ask for it. And she had like an old Apple. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get you on the OnePlus family. So I bought her a OnePlus 7T Pro. And she loves that phone. It takes better pictures than her iPhone did any day of the week. So that's what I got. In closing, all women for anywhere can be like this. I hate to, I've wanted to make this video for a while, but I don't want to seem like a scummy guy, you know what I'm saying? So I think we've covered pretty much the hard main topics that I wanted to cover with this. So if you want me to talk about anything else or comment on anything else, oh, there's one other caveat. She always wants Viet food. It's very difficult to get her to eat Americanized food or any other kind of food. So that can often be an issue, but it's not a hard issue to overcome. It's just something to factor in. From what I've noticed, the younger girls are more, like we're talking early 20s, are more into eating, you know, trying American food, more Western style things. So yeah, just putting that out there. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one. Dam Viet.